Hello, everybody, and welcome. Hold on, gotta adjust that. That's better, a lot better. How about giving me a cue? Ooh, that was way too loud right there. Now, I see. All right,
Testing one, two,
you
three.
do
Testing
Do it more.
Okay, are we on live or not?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, then let's get to the show, babe.
As you can see, excuse me. Let me adjust that. Well, I'm still working. By the way, she doesn't want to do the call signs when we come on live. So, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. Welcome to the Miss Tammy, and my mic is like crazy screaming.
Welcome to the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show, everybody. Tonight, as you might notice, we do have a new setup. So I hope everybody likes it.
Yeah, it came out really good. Like I said, on my side, I have to work with a little bit of lighting. We're just going to work with a little bit of lighting in here. But otherwise than that, you see how Miss Tammy is all bright. But I got Miss Tammy on a software that enhances her camera and stuff like that. And of course, I don't get nothing. And she's set up at her beautiful desk.
Yes, I am.
And I'm over here, and she's over there, and it just works out for the best, right?
Yes, because we all know that you don't like me to be side by side with you.
That's not entirely
I know that's
true.
not entirely true. Just a little bit.
But I got so much equipment. This where I'm sitting, ladies and gentlemen, is like home base for the network. It's the home base. All the equipment is here. Okay.
We might want to explain the story a little bit. As anybody who's been to our house knows that we have we have a double parlor. So we have basically two parlors, and they're both huge. So anyway, so we used to have Mr. Blaizeman's desk in the first parlor, and then we also had like all the stuff in there and, whatever. So basically he had a little corner to work from. And my idea for the past couple of weeks was, why don't we switch the parlors around? The first parlor will put the TV, the couches, the tables and stuff like that. I said, and the second parlor can be your whole studio. You don't just need a corner. It can be the whole entire room. Mr. Blaizeman's like, no, I don't want to do that. That's going to look stupid. No, I don't want to do that. That's going to look stupid.
I didn't say it was going to look stupid.
You said it wasn't going to look right.
Okay. I said it wasn't going to look right because,
because you just didn't want to do it.
I was just overwhelmed with the fact that, not for nothing, ladies and gentlemen, but our house is fucking huge. Okay. And it was just, I don't know. For me, I like coziness.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I don't like sitting in one room while my wife is in another room way down over there. But nevertheless, go ahead and finish the story.
So nevertheless, I think it was Sunday was it? Because I kept bugging him all weekend. Sunday we got up, and Sunday was actually a good day.
No, you've been bugging me for weeks.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying Sunday is when you actually got up and you was like, why don't we just do it today? And I'm like, yeah, why don't we do it? Because we actually woke up, it was 6:15, which because of the time change was really 7:15, but it was 6:45 in the morning. So we had plenty of time to do it because we had to have it done before 1:00, before the Patriots came on. So we got up and I started to clean like the rest of the house or whatever. Mr. Blaizeman started to move some stuff around, unplug his desk, and anybody who knows there's like tons of wires. So he, got doing that or whatever. And by 12:30, all his computer stuff, all his music stuff, everything was in the second parlor. And in the first parlor, the parlor was all set up with the TV, the couches, and everything. And that parlor looked great. And then on Monday, him and my son, David, put together his brand new desk, which is really nice. And I hope he really likes it. They put together that. He set up all his computer stuff, and then he put everything where it's supposed to be in his studio. So now he has a whole room all dedicated to his studio. So FFN Network has a new home.
Yeah, it does.
And
it's got a sweet new home, too.
And it looks great. We have a recliner in here if anybody wants to come and do their own show.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Well, I'm only saying that because I'm getting ready to get some pictures up so everybody can get an idea. So,
Oh, okay. And I have my desk right here, my lovely desk. And Mr. Blaizeman has his lovely desk over there, and we have all our lights on. And I personally love it because I think it's nice and cozy in the parlor where we watch TV. And then here is Mr. Blaizeman's own room for his stuff. And what stunk about it was before was, like I said, he was in the corner, but he was in the first parlor. So we had to walk by him to get to the second parlor
bedrooms.
or to get to my bedroom because my bedroom is off the first parlor. And every time we did that, he'd be like, stop walking behind me. Stop walking behind me. Duh, duh. Or whatever. And now he doesn't have to do that no more because he has his own space. So, Mr. Blaizeman, was it a good idea?
Thanks to my baby.
Was it a good idea?
Thanks to my baby, it's a good space. Yeah, of course, it was a good idea.
Okay.
It's done, right?
Yeah. It could have been done 2 weeks ago when I first thought of it, but
Why?
It's okay.
Why, ladies and gentlemen? Look, I know that there's women watching the show, and I would appreciate everybody saying hi. But why do women do that?
do what?
I don't understand.
Do what?
Like, you drove me nuts for over a month and a half saying, babe, you should do the studio in there. You should do the
Exactly.
studio in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, it's no big deal, blah, blah, blah.
I
this
like
and
my
that.
little corner. Well, do
And-
you like your whole big room now?
Hey, can I talk?
Okay, go ahead. I will sit here nice and quiet.
You know that I love the room. It's Jesus Christ, it's huge. Okay, I can conduct interviews. Look at you at your own desk, not even next to me. Anyways,
I guess that's
why
a good
is
thing.
it that you just told this whole great story and then like made it like, oh, ain't you happy now or this and that? I mean, I don't understand. Why are you taking away what I'm happy about?
I'm not taking away from nothing. This is the way men twist things around.
I ain't twisting nothing
There's
around.
twisting around. It makes no sense why now all of a sudden you're going to twist it around and say, why am I saying this? All you have to do is say, yes, babe, I am very grateful that you came up with the idea. Yes, babe, I'm very grateful that you made me do it. Yes, babe, I'm very grateful for you. That's all you have to say.
See, I gotta build her up. I gotta build her up. I gotta build her up, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, and by the way, I am the owner and CEO of FFN Radio. So if anybody has any questions, my name is Tammy. I'm right here.
Well, one viewer, his last name's Braveheart. He says, "Oh, Tammy, he stuck you over in the corner."
That's all right. I have
Sorry to say, but baby, nobody puts baby in the corner. She's not in the corner.
I'm not in the corner. I'm actually in the middle of the room.
Exactly.
My desk
So
is-
now that goes to tell you how big this room is.
My desk is actually right in front of the window where I like it.
Well, let me get a
Most of the time, except when we do our show, then I have to move it out here.
Yeah, let's. I'll show them. Let's get some pictures up here
Okay.
so everybody can have an idea of what I went through.
Oh, stop it when you went through.
What do you mean, stop it? Or what I went through? Because I'm doing something that people can see you farting around over there. You know that, right?
Well, I can't get my laptop right here
Boy.
to get my FFM radio on.
Yeah, and we worked on it for 10 minutes, but All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's some pictures. Let's get this going.
Well, I want to see them too. That's why I have to put my phone up.
All right, this one. I'll be right with you, ladies and gentlemen. Just have some patience. We almost didn't get a chance to do the show today, but we ended up.
We had a very busy day. I actually had the day off to go with Mr. Blaizeman to some appointments today, which I have to say I'm very proud of him for going to his appointments.
Oh, come on, babe.
What?
I mean, you're proud of me that I went to my appointments. I had to go. They were my doctor's appointment.
Yeah, I know, but
You're proud of that I've been taking care of myself.
I am very proud that you've been taking care of yourself.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
And just everybody knows, Mr. Blaizeman is very healthy, and he's gonna live a long
I had
life
to go.
with me.
I didn't get because I was busy working over here, like I always am, so I didn't get to see her little fresh, eye rolls or whatever.
I
So.
didn't have any eye rolls.
But yes, I went. I got to be honest. I was nervous, a little bit because they saw this nodule in my lung at the pulmonary. They seen a nodule. They took the CAT scan and they seen like this nodule. So of course it was freaking me out. And of course, you guys and gals don't understand my wife. Okay, now then she hears all of this, and then my wife is not the type of person that's like, "Oh, don't worry, babe. We'll take it easy." You know what I mean? We'll see what's going on. No, immediately she's looking at the doctor. She's like, "Oh, I think he should have a biopsy, and I think he should do this, and I think he should do that." And I'm like, "Babe, what the hell are you telling this guy?" You know what I mean? I don't need a biopsy, babe. The doctor just said, "Look, I see something here. We're going to come back in about 3 months and make sure it doesn't grow."
The truth is, he said we're going to come back in 6 months and make sure it don't grow. And I suggested 3 months because I was like, I don't want to wait that long.
Wait 6 months. I mean, he's only the pulmonary doctor.
Well, he agreed with me, didn't he?
But not well. I think he agreed with you because he kind of figured out what kind of like,
Well, go ahead, say
a lunatic person that you are. And don't get me wrong, I love you to death for it because, you care for me that much. But, when a doctor's saying 3 months, you know what I mean, or 6 months or whatever, you're not a doctor. You don't sit there and go, "Yeah, but I think you should see him before that."
Yeah, I think you should see him in 3 months to make sure that it didn't get any bigger. Yeah,
right.
I did say that. And he agreed.
Right, and I understand why. You know what I mean? I understand why you do a lot of things, but a lot of people might look at you like you're a wackadoodle. But
I worked in the medical field for 23 years. Not saying I'm a doctor. I'm not saying anything.
Yes, I understand.
But I have seen things that I don't want to see on you. So I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yes, you are in the medical field. You've seen a lot. You worked with cancer patients, up the yin yang, all that stuff like that. I get all of that. But anyways, so we go to the doctors today, and Dad, since you want to be all of this good news,
his nodule has gotten smaller.
Got smaller.
Yes.
Who'd seen it?
You did.
All right.
Because he actually showed the two CAT scans side by side, so he was looking at the first one first, and he's like, "Yep, that's the nodule."
Yeah, no, he didn't. That's not how that went down at all.
What are you talking about? I was there with you.
He was looking at the right nodule, which was the first one I ever did.
That's what I just said.
And he was confusing it for the new test.
I said that was the new test. And he said, no, that's the old one.
Right. And then when he started looking up the nodule, I was like, hey, there it is. And look, it's smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't get no. Yeah. And he agreed with you, babe.
Yeah, he agreed with you because when he went to look at the recent one, he was like, oh, that's a new nodule. And then Mr. Blaizeman's like, no, it's right there on the first one too. He goes, and the second one looks smaller. And then he looked again and he said, oh yeah, it is there. Right. But yeah, it is smaller this time.
That's right. Fucking cuckoo clock. Looking at the first one saying, oh, you could go bigger. What?
Mr. Radiologist, Blaze, you're in the wrong field, babe. You could make a lot more money if you were a radiologist.
Radiologist, I can do that. I can sit there and read.
Well, that's what you just did.
I know I did that there. I was pretty impressed.
I was impressed with you too.
Anyway, so
I personally couldn't see any of it. I just pretended I saw it. My eyes were focused on the screen. I couldn't see nothing but.
Right. So, all of that came back. I had to take this breathing workup or whatever.
A pulmonary function test for anybody who
knows what that is. Here we go with the big words.
That's the name of it.
Okay. And I passed that. No problem. It took me 8 tries, but I passed it. I didn't understand what the hell she was saying to me.
Because most men don't pay attention to directions.
And to be honest with you, all I really was fucking paying attention to when she was showing me is how fucking far down she could deep throat that fucking tube. You know what I mean? That's it for me. She's like, no, Blaze, you got to do it like this. It was like, come on, man.
Oh, really? Next time I won't go in the room with you and I'll look at by yourself.
She was ugly. Went let's see, this is from Braveheart. Went to real doctor Oh, you went to a real doctor today? I'm sorry if you went to not real doctors in the past. But anyways, went to real doctor today. I have strep on top of the sinus and ear infections I already had. Okay. Are you hanging out with people that smoke a lot of cigarettes there, pal? Speaking a lot of cigarettes.
Well, strep throat you can catch from, and you don't have to be a smoker to get strep throat, babe.
I know that. Excuse me.
So speaking of cigarettes, like Mr. Blaizeman said, we are going to quit.
Yeah,
We are going to cut down and we're going to quit. Mr. Blaizeman's going to put his patch on. He's going to chew his nicotine gum like he did last time. But this time he is not going to stop putting his nicotine patches on after 17 days. He's going to keep it on for a month, 2 months, 3 months, however long he feels like it. Because the problem was with him was he thought he was smarter than everybody. He thought that if you keep the nicotine patch on, that will give you nicotine and that will make you want to smoke more. Little did he know.
No,
he took it off, and the first day he took it off, he flipped out.
That's not the way that I said it.
All right, then let's hear the way you said it.
Okay.
Let's hear the way you said it.
I just said that I'm not doing it no more.
No, you said, I'm not wearing this patch because this patch has nicotine in it. And that's putting nicotine in my body.
You don't have to yell into the microphone. Okay. Second, okay, my theory is that, like, what am I supposed to do? Leave the patch on all the time? Forever?
No, just until you get the craving out of your system for cigarettes.
Because what it did it took the cigarette away. But it also, the gum, where's my gum? I was like a frantic freaking retard. You know what I mean? I was like, I got to make sure I put my patch on. I got to do this and do that. When I was smoking, all I did was light a cigarette. Everything was all winded down.
Oh, my God. Well, he does know now that he has to keep it on.
And then I had to... what else? That's it. Today, then I had to go see my primary.
Yes, you did.
My A1C is a little bit high, but that's also a 6 month putting it together. So I could have had, good days with my diabetes, bad days.
Yeah. And then he looks at him and he goes, "Oh, Blaze, you lost some weight." And Blaze is like, "Yeah, I think I did, Doc. I'm not even sticking in my stomach." And then the doctor looks at the chart and he goes, "Oh, no, you're the same weight you were last time." He was so proud of himself. "Oh, I'm not even sticking in my stomach."
What you hear in the background, and you can see a little bit, is my Julia. Do you sing the commercial song, "I'm lowering my A1C"? Yeah. Yeah. That's one I'm going to do with you, Snicks. This is Snicks that answered that question. Nicholas.
Oh, hi, Nick. How are you?
And Bo. Bo is on tonight. Not your friend at work, Bo. Bobo.
Hi, Bobo. How you doing? We miss you.
Who else is out there tonight? Just put a little hand up there. Your sister-in-law Cindy says because he sucks.
Hi, Cindy. Love you.
I don't know what that means.
No, just in general, you said.
What was you gonna say?
I wasn't gonna say anything. Nothing at all.
Hi, this is from Nick. Hi, good Tammy and CEO of the network. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Oh my God!
I watched your show last night, and it was terrific. And I'm so glad that you had a great time in Florida.
And I'm surprised that your mom's not on tonight. She usually watches our show. But we got I got about 7 minutes before break. Anything else on your mind? Because I know you sat there in bed and talked to me about everything you was going to talk about.
Yeah, and I just said everything I was going to talk about.
And that's not the whole show.
No, I know. Well, now you can pull your weight too, Stop. I just talked for half an hour.
Why
I just
are
talked
you
for
do-
half an hour.
Ladies
It's
and
your turn
gentlemen,
to pull your weight.
if you knew my wife was the most what's the word I'm looking for? Quiet, shy. At some points, because families suck. At some points, my family's like, "What's wrong with that bitch? How come she don't talk to nobody? What's the problem?" It's like, give me a fucking
When
break.
I just met him.
Why? Because she don't want to talk to you fools. You know
No,
what I
that's
mean?
not why. I didn't. That's not why I didn't. I was so shy, and my family was my mother and my brother. That was the family. When I went him, he has 3 sisters, a mother, a million nieces and nephews, cousins, all kinds of people. It was like going to like a concert, meeting people, and I was like scared to death. Put it that way. So yeah, I was quiet, but not because I didn't like anybody, just because that's how I was.
Yeah, that's right, Bob. That's right. Wow is exactly right. Are you saying like wow, like wow, Tammy's picking on Blaze again because it's like nothing new? You know what I mean? She always picks on me, or are you just like, wow, Tammy is picking on Blaze again?
Oh, is he saying wow because I'm nice and I'm really quiet and I'm not so loud like you say? What is it, Bob?
You are though.
I am nice. Thank you.
You're very nice, but you're just like
Loud. I had to be loud to be in your family.
You do, and she's louder than me now.
No, I wouldn't say that.
You know.
The first time I realized that I was loud, I was working in the pain clinic, and it was like me and then a girl on the side of me and another girl on the side of me. So I was in the middle, and we have to talk to patients or whatever. And the girl on the left-hand side of me told me that I had to talk quieter because she couldn't hear. And I was like, and I thought she was kidding. I was like, you're joking. And she goes, no, really, Tammy, you're so loud. You can't even hear each other talk. She says, because she's so loud. And I was like, I really am. And then I came home and I was like, babe, am I really loud? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, I never heard that before.
Yep.
I guess maybe I'll try to control my loudness. I'll try to be a little softer.
Yeah. Don't see that happening.
Quieter.
Once you got the bug, you got the bug.
Well, I'm going to try to be quieter.
Speaking of the bug, I got my flu shot today.
See, Mr. Blaizeman's getting up there in the world.
But you didn't get your flu shot.
Because I get it at work. I'm not going to get it somewhere else.
Well, that's true.
Because then I have to bring the paper to work and say I got it. If I just get it at work, I don't have to worry about it. I just get it.
Right.
So I might get mine tomorrow. I'm not sure. Usually I wait until the end and I get it like right before. It's the time to, if you don't get it, you have to get suspended or whatever. But I'll get it.
Yeah, you don't get it for religious reasons. Not the flu shot.
Well, I always get it. I get the flu shot every year.
Which is a crock of beans. Oh, I gotta get it for the because of my religion. But
some people's religion you can't put.
It doesn't matter as long as you got it though.
Some people's religion you can't put like foreign substances in your body.
Now look at her setup, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't she got like a nice setup?
I do.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's
this is my lovely goddaughter right here.
That's Elodie, yeah.
Her recital, her dance recital. This is her mommy, and this is Elodie when she was a baby, and this is her mommy, Melinda. These are my 2 girls.
Yep.
And my Diana, my daughter-in-law. So I have 3 girls. I have 3 girls and 2 boys. You got a lot
more girls than that. You got Elodie, you got Melinda, you got Deanna, you got Katie, you got Clara. You got,
well, if I had to name everybody, all my girls, it would be a long list.
You got Alyssa, you got Riley, you got them all.
Yeah. And boys, too.
I know boys. We're talking about girls right now, but I don't know. You got tons of them. And I don't know. But before we go to break, ladies and gentlemen, I hope if everybody likes Miss Tammy's setup, give a high five up there in the comments. And I'm going to show you what I went through to rearrange and get this half a studio. My plan is that when I got a 2-year plan to build a studio, and it's going to be 2 rooms like this. It's going to be 1 room for certain shows, and then there's going to be another room for the other shows. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, except for people that are grandfathered into the FFN network, you kind of have to come in studio to do your show.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? And
you have to be within like 1,000 miles because there's a lot of people who do the show that don't live around here. So
yeah, exactly.
They'll be okay. They can stay where they are. Unless you want to take a plane like at once a week, then that's fine too. Because we have an extra room that you can stay in, but
always trying to give her.
No, it's actually not an extra room. I'm sorry. Elodie, if you listen, it's your room. It's your room. I promise it's your room. I just meant for like at the night, like, you know.
Haha, new jack-offs. What's that mean? Haha, new jack-offs. Explain yourself.
Who put that?
Unbox thoughts.
I don't know.
Haha, new jack-offs. Nah. Let me put some pictures up for you people. You piss me off. All right, let me do over here. So how was you took the day off to go to all the doctors?
Yes, I did. I took the day off to go to the doctors with you because, like we was talking about before, we were getting the results of the CAT scan that you had done, and you know, just wanted to be there for moral support and because I love you.
Mm-hmm.
And you had 2 appointments today, so I figured instead of going to work and getting out and then going back or leaving early, I would just take the whole day off, which was nice because then we got up early. Mr. Blaizeman wasn't supposed to have a coffee this morning, but I gave him a coffee like at 6 o'clock because his appointment wasn't until 11. So he had that. Wasn't supposed to have cigarettes, but he had a couple.
I had one,
but it wasn't supposed to be 6. It was supposed to be 6 hours.
Okay.
It was only 5.
Here's a great point right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what she does to me. Okay. This is why we've been together for 28 fucking years. Anyways, she's my best friend. You know what I mean? Anyways, and this is what she does to me. What was you just saying?
What?
What was you just explaining?
About you weren't supposed to have a coffee and you weren't supposed to have cigarettes?
Okay. So, like, I'm having a cigarette, right? And I'm like, look, babe, you know, it's going to take some time. You know what I mean? When I wake up, my brain is wired for coffee and a fucking cigarette. And for anybody,
and that's why we woke up so early so you could have a coffee.
Okay, so we did that, right? So she gives me a hard time. She's like, babe, you shouldn't smoke that cigarette. I'm like, babe, please, you know, all right, I'm not going to smoke no more to my appointments, but I need to have this, you know? And then she's like, oh, but do you want coffee?
Because we woke up at 6, so that gives him 5 hours, even though it was supposed to be 6 hours. I figured 5 was okay.
Yeah, she figured 5 was okay. You know what I mean? Darn, I can't have that cigarette, but, you know, this year they are making employees get the shot in their behinds at the hospital.
Oh, I won't be doing that.
That was from Bob.
Oh.
So, Bob, how do you like Tammy's new setup? This is from Nick. When you're a smoker, you need that morning coffee with the cigarette. Yes, you do, especially when you've been smoking for over 40 years. Like
that's
Nick.
why I allowed him to have it.
I allow him to have it. You know, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, when she pulls in a good case, she gets me to do whatever she wants. You know, and not a bad way. You know what I mean? She just, you know.
No, I'm not. I
was like in this funk for like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know. I didn't want to do nothing.
No, he was just like in bed all the time.
You know, and that's depression, ladies and gentlemen. That's clear depression. And she knows how to work with me a little bit to get me out of it, you know. But I don't. It's wrong when you don't. But that's Blaize's problem. Ha 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 ha. It looks nice. Bob said your setup looks nice.
Thank you.
Depression is a bitch. It is, bro. Trust me. Let's take a look at some of these pictures of the hell I went through. Nah, I didn't go through no hell. But let's see. This is the other room. Look how big it is. Okay, and that was after we left the nice, comfortable recliner back here. You see it? But yeah, that's what I started doing. And excuse me, folks. I apologize for the rudeness. Let me take care of this real fast.
And I do
And
think,
there we go.
and I do think that he feels better with the setup like this.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, you gotta see it. Anyways, so
Because he sits there every day, like when he was depressed, and he's like in the morning, he's like, I'm gonna get up today, I'm gonna go work on the computer, I'm gonna go work on the shows. And then I call him at like lunchtime or whatever from work, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm watching a show. I'm like, watching a show where? Just laying in bed watching the show. I'm like, you said you were gonna get up and work on the computer. I know, I'm gonna do it after. And then when I come home, he's still laying in bed.
Yeah.
Then he's like, you want to take a nap? And
it was
I can't
brutal.
say that I don't want to take a nap because I do, but I feel bad. Like basically, he slept like all day.
Yeah,
And then stayed in the
just
room.
one day, but that's where I was at. You know what I mean? And I barely got to do or produce some of the shows. It was just crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, okay, I'm going to show you more pictures of what the studio looked like before and after. Stick around for more of the Blaizeman. The Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show. We'll be right back in about 3.5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Go get your coffee, go smack a loved one, and we'll see you back in a few minutes.
Holding on to each other. Miss the last bus on foot to get home. I miss the town, rowdy and clever, all at once undercover, blowing kisses to the shop windows as we go. We stayed out playing past midnight.
That was years ago.
Now something just ain't right.
Better take it slow.
I see the view stretching before us, cathedral bells and a chorus, morning larks singing out to the dawn. I miss me and you, boy, with style, on our bikes, single file, day drinking at a cafe in Cologne. We stayed out playing past midnight.
But that was years ago.
Now something just ain't right.
Better take it slow.
I didn't even have my fucking cigarette. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show.
Hi.
So we were showing pictures of what I had to do. So this is how, after I put everything that related to my show, to my network, and go ahead and look around in the picture. This is just half my equipment, right?
Yeah.
So if that doesn't look appropriate with you,
I'm sorry. I'm trying to lower the volume on the laptop.
excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, and we apologize for the little hookups. We'll be way better and set to go next week. Hold on.
Yes, we will be. I promise. I have a hard time seeing too, so it's like I can't find where the volume button is. I help him. He helps me seeing. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Blaizeman. Now I don't have to hear myself echo. That's the worst part, hearing yourself echo.
Okay, now I'm back.
Oh, see, Mr. Brad's tank? That's our turtle, Brad.
Yeah, that's Brad. Brad's tank needs to be cleaned. I just bought a whole bunch of new filters and stuff for Brad.
You should put one in.
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Okay.
Sure.
Right now, go ahead. Go
hold
for
up
it.
the show so I can change a filter. Lord help me.
I didn't tell you to do it
Depression
right
is
this
a
second.
tough thing. Baby steps. Yeah, I don't.
Well, it's hard because like right now we don't have a car. So it's not like Mr. Blaizeman. Like he used to come out and see me at lunchtime and
Yeah, somebody T-boned the car, and what I got from the insurance just paid the fucking car off. So now we're screwed. Well, we're not screwed, but we have family that helps us out, which we appreciate greatly. But let me turn this because it's messing me up. All right.
I'm still waiting for my little scooter to ride back and forth to work though.
Yeah.
And you know who you are.
But
Although it's a little cold now, so we might want to wait till the spring.
yeah, a little bit. So anyways, that's the mess I had going on. That was just a partial mess. And trust me, I have a lot more pictures, but I'm not gonna throw a whole bunch of pictures up here, just a few. But this is what it would look like when I took it all down. And that's just what I had in the middle room. That was in the middle room.
And basically that was all in a corner.
Yes.
Well, except for like the guitars and stuff. They were like against the walls and stuff. But
well, I'll tell you what. The only thing that wasn't out there was your desk, that chair, and Brad's tank.
yeah,
That's the only thing that wasn't out there.
exactly.
And again, like I said, this is just half of my studio equipment. And here's wrong one. And here it is. Just Jesus, Blaze, where you going? Here it is, pretty much almost set.
Yep.
That's it, complete. So where I'm at right now, that's what this looks like.
That's where my desk usually is. I like it in front of the window so I can look outside too.
Yes, and over here is where Miss Tammy's desk usually is, because she does like to look outside while she's
And
doing
that's
work.
Mr. Blaizeman's desk. It's so cool.
So what we do is there's so much room in here. Is what I do is when it's our show, I take her desk and I put it in a position where it is right now, set it all up nice and all those things like that. But this is it, done. Thank God. That was it before that. And I took pictures every time I finished something. So this is nothing. Anyways, yeah, so that's what the studio looked like, and now it's pretty much finished. But it was daunting. My oldest son, David, came by. He was here like 7:30 in the morning and helped me put away. I got this desk, ladies and gentlemen. I got this desk off of Amazon. Okay. This desk, right, was like a $239 desk, right? Guess what I got it for? You know what I get it for. You remember?
$110.
$108.
108.
I got it for $108. It was like, you know, how TikTok puts TikTok. You know how Amazon puts up the timer. It's this price. You got 10 minutes to buy it. I don't know if anybody see that on Amazon, but Amazon does do that. You know what I mean? They'll put a timer up. Oh, you could buy this in 10 minutes. If you don't buy it in 10 minutes, it's going to go back up to the regular price. Blah blah blah. So I bought it. Man, this thing's got drawers. I don't know. It's just everything that I had in that corner is like 25% of it is all on this desk and in the drawers, all packed away nice.
Yeah.
Everything I need. If a microphone goes down, boom, I open up the drawer. There it is. Okay. So enough about that. Well, I got a question.
So what
I
are
wanna
your
ask you.
Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you
No,
go
I was
ahead.
going to say your future plans for your new office
Well,
studio.
Giving myself 2 years to build one. In the time being, like I said, I built this over here so people can come by and do their show here. We don't have to worry about, anything, any
Yeah.
problems on the other person's end or anything. You're right here in studio. You know what I mean? It gets done. However you want your setup to be set up, we could set it up.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
We have the room for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I think that
So-
would be awesome.
But that's the dealio of that. I got a question for you though.
Yes.
I want to know what your take is on the war that's going on right now, the Israel-Palestine thing.
The Israel against Hamas war, you mean?
Yes, that's right. You're right. It's not Israel against Palestine. It's Israel against Hamas.
Exactly. And I know a lot of people say it's Israel against Palestine because a lot of the Palestinian people are getting hurt, which
Yeah, they're dying.
yeah, okay, they're
go ahead.
dying.
Let's
Okay.
be real here.
All right. Which I don't want anybody to die. I don't want the people from Israel, all the people from Palestine to die. I think war is horrible. I don't, but I'm sorry to say it, but the Hamas people started it. So what is Israel supposed to do? Just lie down and say, "Here, take our country"? I mean, they can't do that. They have to fight. And the Hamas people are hiding it with the general public, like making their own citizens get hurt, get killed. I mean, I wish there was a way to stop it, that they could just come together and stop it. And for whatever reason they're fighting, I don't even know the reason that they're fighting. But unfortunately, it's not like
Because
that.
Hamas attacked Israel.
Exactly.
So that's why they're fighting. But just
No, I mean, like, why did they attack them?
terrorist group.
Yeah, just because they thought they could.
Believe it or not, there are people out there that actually would like to see the Jewish people wiped off the face of the planet.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching it like on the news and stuff. All the people in America that like say that
They don't know. I don't think that these millennium and idiot kids have no idea, especially when they put a sign up that says to the, what does it say, from the what to the sea, something?
from the Red Sea to the
No, it's just from something to the sea or whatever. And that means like death to Israel.
yeah.
And
But-
these idiots are like putting it on signs and walking around like they know what the hell's going on. They got no idea. I'm sorry. They don't.
But they're trying to say that they don't want the Palestinian people hurt. Okay, I get that. But you want Israel to be destroyed and have nobody there either?
Yes.
So how can you say that you're peaceful and you don't want these certain people not to be hurt, but you don't care if the other people get hurt? If you want peace, you should just want peace and nobody to get hurt.
Exactly.
So they should be fighting. They should be standing there, peace for everybody, not just peace for one population.
From the land to the sea.
From
That
the land
means-
to the sea.
Yeah. Thank you, Bob. Yeah, from the land to the sea.
I just wish it wasn't happening, but I mean, it's just so sad to watch it on TV, and it's awful.
It's terrible. That's what it is.
And
And Nick wanted to let everybody know that I got to go dump. You got to go take a But I don't agree with none of it.
No.
I just don't. And Miss
But
Tammy-
I do think that we should stay out of it. That's what I think.
Well, like
And
I said,
apparently
this
we're
is
not staying
a-
out of it because Iran.
This is not a political show in any shape or form, but we do have
opinions.
opinions on the war. You know what I mean? There's innocent people. And what pisses me off so much is the news, the media. Just can't wait to show them goddamn kids on TV. That's all they do.
I know.
You know, that would put anybody in uproar, seeing small children dying.
I know. Because like I said before, it's not the population's fault. It's not the children. It's not the adults. It's not the parents, the grandparents. It's not their fault what Hamas is doing. But it's also not Israel's fault either because they're the ones who got attacked. And now when you watch the news, it's all about the Palestinian people getting killed. And I mean, if somebody can come up with a different way to try to stop the war, then somebody should come up with a different way. But unfortunately, I don't think there is a different way.
Well, Netanyahu said that there will be no ceasefire.
Yeah. Unless the hostages are given up.
Right. Once the hostages are free, there'll be I'm speculating now, but he said there won't be no ceasefire unless the hostages get released.
Yeah.
So let's just hope for the best and hope that happens. You know?
Mm-hmm. And Hamas, they should be letting their people leave. They should be letting them leave, or they should be having them shelter somewhere. I don't know.
All I know is war sucks. And that's what it does. It just sucks, Miss Tammy.
Yeah, it's very scary. Like again, I don't think we should get involved in it. I think Israel has a good army, they have plenty of weapons. They can take care of themselves. They don't need us getting involved in it.
Well, Bob says the men are cowards. Look at the people on TV that are leaving. They are all young men that should be fighting to free their country.
Yeah, that's true.
They should be fighting against Hamas.
Yeah, they
to
should
free
be
their country.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Instead of running, they should be.
Right.
They should be trying to save their wives, their children, their parents, and they should be trying to take over Hamas, whichever way you can.
I agree. My baby.
Okay, can we not talk about this no more? Because
Yeah.
it gets me very sad to think about what's going on over there.
Because I just wanted everybody to see from a different person's perspective. Me, I have the way we see it. So it's a political show on Tuesday nights here on FFN Network. But I know after I do my show, or sometimes when I'm watching some of the news, you know, you ask questions on what's going on and stuff. But I'm not a fan of war, man. And war is.
And I'm
hell.
sure that like the Vietnam War, the Korea War, all that stuff, I'm sure that innocent children and women and innocent men all got killed too. But the thing was, we didn't see it because it wasn't shown on TV. The reporters didn't go over there and show it live on TV.
Oh, they did some.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wasn't.
You wasn't old enough to understand it.
Yeah. But like now it's like they show them, and they show them in the hospitals, and they show them dying, and it's just horrible. But
hey, everybody, if you could, and if you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching this on Facebook, can you please like the Facebook page, follow us on Facebook, follow us, and subscribe to us on YouTube. So that way, when any show starts on the FFN network, you will get a notification to see if it's one of your favorite shows, or you just want to take a look-see and see what's going on. So we'd muchly appreciate that.
Do we have a couple more minutes?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so I also have another thought. All this money, there's billions of dollars that they're sending over to Ukraine and that they're sending over to Israel. They should take those billions of dollars and they should open up or help or do something to help our population, to help our children who are not eating right, to help our homeless people, to help our veterans, to help all our people here that are suffering, to people who have that work 2 jobs or work 1 job or whatever, that can't afford to pay their rent. They can't afford to buy food, can't afford to buy Christmas presents or Thanksgiving dinner. They should be taking those billions of dollars and they should be giving it to people who actually need it. They should be opening shelters. They should be opening low-income housing. They should be taking all these homeless people and saying, here's a place to live. That's what they should be doing, those billions of dollars that they're giving to foreign countries. That's my opinion.
Got to fight a war.
I don't care. It's not our war to fight.
Exactly.
We actually have a war here going on in this country between people who can't afford to eat, people who can't afford a house, people who can't afford to live in an apartment. The apartments in this city are like outrageous. You can't live. You can't survive.
I agree, babe.
So that's where the billions of dollars should go to. Billions of dollars should go to Los Angeles with all those people that live on the street, or San Francisco, or wherever that thing we watched the other night. They just leave them there. It's going to be winter pretty soon here and forever and around here. What's everybody going to do? Freeze to death because they don't have shelter? But they're giving billions. How much? How many? $10 billion overseas?
Billions.
Yeah, billions. That's what the president should be thinking about. People in his own country that he's supposed to be supporting the United States of America. He's more worried about Ukraine and
I agree
Israel.
with you. You know what $10 billion would do to get some housing up for homeless people?
Exactly.
And it's more than $10 billion that we've been sending.
Of course.
But you're right. I agree with you. Are you okay? Because I know that it's a tough topic for you and it pisses you off. So.
Yeah, because if I had the money, I would take one of these schools that are not being used, these old schools that are not being used or whatever, and just open it up. Just open it up and say, here, go live here for the summer. The winter, or stay there as long as you want or whatever. Save your money and bring them food and just help people.
Nicholas says,
and it's not just people, animals, kids, everybody.
Yeah.
People need help.
Exactly. Nicholas says we should do something about it as a community. Yeah, we should, Nick.
Yeah, we should, Nick. I always said that
we should talk about.
I always said that if we had a lot of money, that's what we would do. We would open one of the schools and we would let people live there. We would let people have a place to stay. We model it to put like a 1 room for a piece for, or a family. I have like a 3-bedroom apartment, whatever, and have 1 rooms for the single people, and give them food and give them shelter and give them clothes.
Well, give them a means to get out on their own and do a good job.
But help them.
So, but with that being said, we hope everybody likes the new setup. I'll have better lighting a little bit. Well, I could have better lighting just by doing this, but just do that. But anyways, I'm not too sweating out the lighting. Anyways, listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show for tonight. Please don't go anywhere. Like I said, like and follow us on Facebook, like and subscribe to us on YouTube and every other platform that we're on, because I can pretty much guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, whatever platforms you guys look at, FFN Network is on it. Okay? FFN Network is on it. So again, if you want to know when a show is coming live on the FFN Network, on YouTube and Facebook, you have to follow and you have to subscribe. And then soon as the show starts on FFN Network, boom, you'll get the notification that a show is up. Again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning into the show tonight. Don't forget to stick around for 5 minutes for the Politicking with Mr. B. He's got another great show coming on for us tonight. So stick around and listen to Politicking with Mr. B. That show will air at about 2 or 3 minutes after 8 p.m. and we'll get there. Because right now, I know it says 8:05 on everyone's clock, but on our clock, show clock, okay, we still have 1 minute left of show time. Because regardless of what time any show
his own
starts,
time.
I don't make up my own time, but it doesn't matter. If the show starts at 8:05, then we run it to 9:05. You know what I mean? Because we go by the clock that we see up ahead here. Again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning into the show. Stick around for Politicking with Mr. B right after the Blaizeman and Mr. Tammy show, which is in about 3 to 4 minutes Eastern time, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Eastern time.
Everybody have a great night. Thank you for listening to us. Sorry if I put it down and run things, but
Yeah, I didn't put no.
really, things
All
have
right.
to be more
Okay.
done.
Yeah,
in
it
this.
does. We know. I just didn't want to get you all worked up with it again.
Okay.
So
Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Bob. Thanks, Cindy. Thank you, everybody who listened to us, and we love you all. Have a great night.
we'll see you next Wednesday,
Yeah, next
7
Wednesday.
to 8 p.m. Have a good night, everybody. And please stick around for Politicking with Mr. B.